everybody, it's Craftin' Just Because with Chris Cowan, and I am here today to bring you a fun project, and we're actually going to be doing no stamping today. We're only going to be creating with this gorgeous designer series paper and some of the embellishments that you can get that coordinates with this. So give me a moment, I'm just getting set up here. Okay, so this is the beautiful paper that it comes with. It's foiled on one side and then regular on the other side, and we have it for autumn, but I was kind of playing with it to see, with the colors here, to see, you know, if you could use it for other things. There's definitely pieces that scream autumn, of course, but, you know, keep in mind that you can do other things with it. So I created this little handbag purse that I thought would be fun to fill with candies or even a little gift. And then I didn't buy this stamp set, but I did buy the elements. And I wanted to let you guys know that this is an easy way to make cards or like change up. Instead of using the same stamp set, you could use different sentiments and use the tags. But there's different sheets in here. That there's pieces that have just tags, and then there's you know, different elements, and then there's some just gold leafing ones as well. So gorgeous paper pieces to play with, and then you can add whatever you want, like I said, to stamp on the tags or what have you. And as you've seen this week that I've been playing with some of this paper, I've created a lot of 3D items with this set, so that's been fun. So I just wanted to highlight that because I think these, especially things like this, gets overlooked in the catalog, and I wanted to show you different ways to use it that just isn't for autumn. So we're going to go ahead and get started making this purse. And I paired it with, so we're using polished pink cardstock, and then I'm using some Blackberry Bliss, and then the Blackberry coloring of the designer series paper, and then one of those little fun elements that comes in the kit. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring in your paper trimmer. And you need a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 11. So you're using a full sheet. Hi, Kathy. How are you? You're using a full sheet of cardstock here. And what you're going to want to do is on the 11-inch side, you are going to want to score it at 3 3/4, at 5 1/4, at 9, and at 9 1/8. And that's 2 lines after the 9. Okay, then you're going to turn it to the 8.5-inch side, and you want to score it at 1.5 inches and 7. Okay, so that's all we'll need our paper trimmer for. So you can set that aside. Now I like to bring in my bone folder so that we can fold and burnish all those score lines. This, I love this pink, one of our new in colors. It's just so beautiful. And like I said, it really doesn't look autumn when you pair it with this, which is kind of fun because it's a different way to use the designer series paper than just the for autumn. I'm trying to get that little 1/8 of an inch, there we go, mark scored there. And that 1/8 of an inch is nice for when you load the little bag up. It gives it that extra little space to move. Okay, so now that we fold and burnished our box, what you're gonna want to do is, this is your top section with the smaller score lines, and you're going to take your paper snips and you're going to cut that tiny little slim rectangle out, and then this square on both sides. So I'm just going to cut along the score line and cut along the score line on both sides. This is a simple project, I'm telling you. Okay, so we're going to remove those, and then we're going to come in with our designer series paper and our layers, and we're going to layer this on up. So what I did is I cut a piece of Blackberry Bliss, or 2 pieces. One is 5 3/4, or sorry, hold on, step back. One is 5 1/4 by 3 1/2 and 5 1/4 by 1 5/8. And then we cut the designer series paper at 5 3 1/4, sorry, 5 by 3 1/4 and 5 by 1 3/8. So let's layer those pieces together. Like I said, both pieces are gorgeous sides. So you just got to pick which side you wanted. But since I wanted to pair this with my polished pink cardstock, I'm going to go ahead and use just the Blackberry Bliss side and not the gold leaf side on this one. Okay, now we're going to glue our pieces on. So we're going to glue the top layer on. Just like that. Now, you're going to skip this part right here, the next 2, and do this back one, because when you fold it up, the back one's the one that's going to be seen. So that's the one that you're going to want to put this piece on. Hi, Kathy. I love when both my Kathys join. Thank you, guys. Notice how I call you guys my Kathys? Okay. So that's what your piece is going to look like. And next we're going to take our paper snips and we're going to cut up these score lines and wedge into the square. Not on the rectangle parts, but wedge into the square. I usually do that before I add my designer series paper, but I was not paying attention. Okay. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to add glue to these tabs. And then what I like to do when I do that is I fold it up to the back portion. So I know that the back portion is the piece that doesn't have any designer series paper on it. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Okay. And then I like to just add glue to my front flaps and glue those right on over. Just like this. Making sure to line those up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my bone folder in there, making sure that I get both sides nice and good. Okay, now at this point you can decide to do two things. What I did is I just pushed my finger in the middle and pushed this aside like that. Now, you could add a piece of designer series paper that's like 1 by 12 and add a handle if you wanted it to look like a purse, or you could poke holes and attach ribbon, but we're not going to do it that way. We're just going to keep it just like this. And then I'm going to take some polished pink ribbon, and I'm just going to tie my ribbon around this like a gift bag. So you add your gift in there, you tie your bow, and I'm not going to double knot mine because I don't have a gift in mine yet. So there's that. Now at this point you could decorate it however you wanted. If you wanted to stamp it and like a stamp of sentiment and add that on, you can. I'm going to just use those embellishments that I was showing you, and I'm going to pop dot that onto the front of my bag here, probably right there. After I play with my bow a little bit. So I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back here. And this is just a different way to use that pretty autumn Blackberry Beauty Designer Series paper. And that was my whole goal in showing you guys this was is just a different way to use it except than just autumn, because I think people buy it, and if you're not an autumn person, you might not purchase it, or if you are, you'll purchase it, but you'll only use it for autumn type things. And this is a different way of using it that you could use it for a birthday gift and nobody would know that it's autumn paper. And we did no stamping, which is totally different for us. So that's just a fun little gift bag. And I will be sharing the directions. I can't believe it. I didn't even curse myself. And I actually made the project without any little fails, which is excellent. Because lately I feel like I get on camera and I'm like, oh, what? So I hope you guys have a great night. And you guys stay safe. And thank you guys so much for the hearts. And I will see you guys next week. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.